Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And it was about a week ago I made a video asking who would be your catcher on the All-Quarter Century Team. Now, I got the idea from The Athletic. Jason Stark gave his All-Quarter Century Team, and there was also a poll for the readers to vote on, and the results from that poll were released. So I thought we'd go over who was named to that all-quarter century team. I'm not going to go fully in depth on the players, so the video's not super long, but we'll go position by position. And catcher, the position I thought would be really close, and it was a tough call. It proved to be so. The winner, Buster Posey, but just barely. He received 29.81% of the vote. Yadier Molina, 29.35. Joe Mauer, who I also said definitely had a case, was at 21.1. Very close. I went Posey. Jason Stark actually went Yadier Molina, and the readers gave the slight nod to Buster Posey. First base, pretty easy choice, and that's even with the great Miguel Cabrera. Albert Pujols dominated the vote, receiving 71.1%. Cabrera, 16%. Next was Freddie Freeman at 6.6. I mean, Cabrera, part of his time was at third base, and Pujols was just a legend. While his career did struggled a bit towards the end of his career, wasn't quite the player. Same could be said for Cabrera, but they were both so awesome through much of the 2000s and some of the 2010s. Second base, Jose Altuve, 36.4% compared to Chase Utley in second at 25.8%. Maybe a little surprising. You would think maybe some people wouldn't vote for him due to his being a part of the Astros' first World Series winning team. Of course, we know the controversy around them, but did win another one, and looking like one of the great second basemen of all time, Chase Utley. Guy who potentially could make the Hall of Fame at some point, but hasn't really come close yet. Shortstop, we got Derek Jeter, 60.5% of the vote. 22.6% second place, Francisco Lindor. Jeter did a lot of damage in the 1990s, won 3 World Series in that decade. But as it mentions, Jeter had 6 200 hit seasons, 9 100 run seasons, 9 300 seasons, and 2 more World Series titles. But really, no one else was close. Jimmy Rollins came in third at 7.4%. Third base, another nail-biting outcome. Adrian Beltre, 29.95%. A-Rod, 29.78. I think that might have been the closest. Let me think. That was 0.17 difference. And catcher is, 0.46. So definitely way closer. A-Rod at his peak in the quarter century definitely was probably the superior player. But Beltre played longer in the 2000 since 2000. Really close. Otherwise, Chipper Jones got 17.9%. Then 3 active guys: Arenado, Jose Ramirez, Manny Machado finished 4th through 6th respectively. Now let's get to the outfielders and left field. Yeah, I get the controversy around him, but how could it be anyone other than Barry Bonds? I mean, Manny Ramirez came in second, 9.6%, another outstanding player. Juan Soto third, 7.8%. But Barry Bonds put up numbers that may never be duplicated ever again. Center field, another easy choice, Mike Trout, 76.7%. Next, Carlos Beltran, 6.9. So, more than 11 times the votes for Trout. Andrew Jones third at 4.8%. Right field, another close one. I know Jason Stark went with Aaron Judge, but the winner of this vote, Ichiro Suzuki, 39.3% compared to Aaron Judge, 37.4%. Ichiro Suzuki, just a hits machine. But Aaron Judge definitely is going to topple him easily in stats like slugging percentage, OPS, OPS plus. Suzuki won a ton of Gold Gloves. Tough one. Aaron Judge looking like one of the best right-handed hitters, really, of our generation. Maybe when his career's over, more people would have voted for him. Designated hitter. I X'd out of it by accident. I'll name it quickly. I just X'd out of Ohtani's picture. 45.6% Ohtani to 37.6% for Ortiz. I mean, as legendary as Ortiz is, voters probably thought they had to find a way for Ohtani to get on, and they put him on for designated hitter. But anyhow, now the 5 starting pitchers: Verlander, 72.6%, Kershaw, 70%, Randy Johnson, 57.2, Max Scherzer, 54.2, and Pedro Martinez, 47.6. Now, I think it's kind of crazy that Max Scherzer is that much lower than Justin Verlander. I think their careers are very comparable. Maybe Verlander's slightly better, and even Randy Johnson was just absolutely incredible to start the quarter century. Maybe the toughest guy to think if he deserves to be on is this guy here. And as great as he was, his career, really didn't do much after, say, 2005. Meanwhile, a guy like Roy Halladay, was incredible throughout the quarter century. Of course, a first ballot Hall of Famer, Zach Greinke. Good chance he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer as well. Longevity-wise, those two guys pitched well more in the quarter century than Pedro, but hard to nitpick on this one. And then the 2 relievers, we got the 2 all-time saves leaders: Mariano Rivera, 88.5%, and then Trevor Hoffman, 31%. The next 2 closest, Billy Wagner and Aroldis Chapman. Personally, I'd have Kimbrel ahead of Chapman. Kimbrel at his peak, he was just as dominant as Rivera, even though as nowhere near the length of time that Rivera was. But, I think he's got a strong Hall of Fame case. I'm not sure Aroldis Chapman will get in. But yes, those are the readers' choices of the Athletics quarter century team. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with from the readers. I think I would have had to have put Roy Halladay on as a starting pitcher. Third base is really close, but due to a higher ceiling, and again, I'm not worried about off the field stuff or PEDs. If I'm only looking at how they play on the field, I loved Adrian Beltre, but I might have had to give the slight nod to A-Rod as well. And as I mentioned, I did say Buster Posey for catcher. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.